Good day, everyone. My name is Seth Emmanuel Asaibaya, and today we're going to learn about conditional propositions, an important topic in logic. By the end of this lesson, you'll learn how to identify, construct, and evaluate conditional statements. Let's begin. First, let's talk about the definition and form of a conditional proposition. A conditional proposition is a logical statement of the form if P, then Q. P is called the antecedent or hypothesis, while Q is called the consequent or conclusion. Symbolically, we write this as P then Q. This means if the first statement is true, then the second statement must also be true. Now that we know the definition, let's look at some examples of conditional propositions in everyday life. If it rains, then the ground becomes wet. Number two, if you study hard, then you will pass the exam. Number three, if a number is even, then it is divisible by 2. Number 4, if today is Sunday, then tomorrow is Monday. Number 5, if a person lives in Bohol, then they live in the Philippines. Notice that each example follows the pattern if P, then Q. Next, let's talk about the variations of conditional proposition. There are 4 related forms of a conditional statement. 1, which is conditional. If P, then Q. Converse, which is if Q, then P. Inverse, if not P, then not Q. Contrapositive, if not Q, then not P. Now let's apply this to an example so we can see how they work. Let's take one example statement and try all 4 variations so we can see how they differ. The example is, if a number is divisible by 4, then it is even. Conditional. If a number is divisible by 4, then it is even. This is true because any number divisible by 4 is automatically divisible by 2, which makes it even. For converse, if a number is even, then it is divisible by 4. This is false because not all even numbers are divisible by 4. For example, 6 is even, but it is not divisible by 4. For inverse, if a number is not divisible by 4, then it is not even. This is also false because there are numbers not divisible by 4 but still even. For example, 10 is not divisible by 4 but it is even. And last but not the least, contrapositive. If a number is not even, then it is not divisible by 4. This is true because if a number is odd, it can never be divisible by 4. So from this example, we see that the original conditional and its contrapositive are both true, while the converse and inverse are not always true. Now that we know the forms and examples, let's check the truth values of a conditional proposition using a truth table. Remember, a conditional statement, P then Q, is only false when P is true and Q is false. This shows that if the hypothesis is true but the conclusion is false, the whole conditional statement becomes false. Finally, let's summarize what we've learned. A conditional proposition is written as P then Q. We have 4 related forms: conditional, converse, inverse, and contrapositive. The truth of a conditional depends on both P and Q, as shown in the truth table. Conditional propositions are very useful in mathematics, logic, and even our daily decision making. And that's all for today's lesson on conditional propositions. I hope this video helped you understand how conditional statements work and how to form their variations. Thank you for watching and keep practicing your logical statements.